excuse me.
Oh.
Sorry, I didn't mean to frighten you.
It's all right.
We're from SBS.
All right. Hi.
My name's Andrew.
Hi, Andrew.
What's your name?
My name's Pat.
Pat. Are you here on your own?
Yes, I am, Andrew.
Are you here as a regular?
Yes, I am.
You're using that form guide very professionally.
Well, I don't know about that, but I enjoy the races.
It's a hobby.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Is this like a serious hobby? Do you come every week?
Just about, yes, or else I go to Rose Hill as well.
What attracts you to the course, the races?
It's in the blood.
Is it?
Yes, I have a cousin who's a trainer.
Yes.
Who was a trainer, Betty Lane, and she's married to Tiger Holland, who's got a horse running today, riding master.
And
so it's in the blood.
You've been doing this for a while.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I'm an old chook. I'm an accountant. I work for my kids mainly, and look after my grandson.
And you've been an accountant for? That was your career.
Well, yes, it was secretariat. No, I didn't get my accountancy till I was 50.
You didn't. So, how did you end up there? What attracted you to doing accountants?
Well, I've always been interested in doing figures, actually.
Yeah?
Yeah, balancing and things like that.
Were you good at maths?
Yes, I was.
So does that go... It doesn't go with races, though, does
No,
it?
it doesn't. No, I'm not into all the statistics.
Where were you born? Were you born in the country?
In Sydney.
In Sydney?
Yeah.
But nothing to do with racing family as such?
No, my grandfather was a trainer up in Orange.
Ah.
So it's really in the blood.
Yes. Now, why do you come on your own?
Well, I don't get talked out of horses then. You know what I mean?
Yes.
If I come with people, you listen and you think, and you change your mind when you get to the window. No, then I don't get talked out of it.
You enjoy it?
I do. Yeah. It's an outlet. It's relaxing.
And if you've got children, you must have had a
I have
husband.
4 grown-ups.
4?
4 grown-up children.
husband?
I did have, but not anymore.
Right. Was that a late separation, a long marriage, and then?
25 years.
Yes. It's long.
Long enough.
You don't miss the married life?
Yes, you do.
Yeah.
Yes, you do.
Companionship and...
Yes, you do miss that companionship.
Did your husband used to come to the races with you?
No.
Not even him?
Wouldn't have a clue. Had no idea about money at all.
Yeah. And when you separated or divorced, did you then make a new life for yourself? Did you?
Yes. You have to. You just can't sit and weep in the corner, for God's sake. You've got to get on with it.
Did you?
And my kids, they were only youngish, so you have to get on for them.
What was the hardest part of that transition period?
Being left heavily in debt for you to pay off, that wasn't easy.
No.
There you go. But that's not why I came to the races.
No, obviously. But you managed it?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
You have to.
Did you know about it beforehand? Did you know that you were going to be left with a big debt?
No.
No. Nasty shock.
Yeah, yes, you do.
How did you
get a
find
big
out?
shock. Oh, well, he told me. He was going, so okay.
So he just up and went.
Yes, that's right.
Yeah. Surprised. Was it surprised? You didn't see it coming?
Absolutely, a complete and utter surprise. Absolutely.
How did you...
Traded me in for a younger model.
That would have been pretty devastating at the time.
Absolutely.
Because of the surprise factor.
Yes, it is very devastating, and then after a while, you have to come to grips with it.
But did you accept it? Were you able to?
Not at first, Andrew. No, it's very hard. To 25 years when someone's your whole life.
Yeah.
So there you go.
What did you do? What was the first thing that you did? Did you actually just stop functioning, or did you do?
No. It's very hard. You kind of withdraw into yourself. It's hard to realise. It's a shock. We are a close family. I have 4 grown-up, 3 sons and a daughter, and we're all very close, and they stick to me, and they're great. They're like my friends, really.
Yes.
So they're good.
So you wouldn't dream to give them advice?
No, heavens no.
Do you find now that you've remade your life and that you're having as much fun as you had dreamed you would at this stage?
Let me see. It's a totally different life. I was so involved with this man, and now I'm by myself, and you can please yourself, really, because you do put yourself into somebody, Andrew. I don't know whether you're married or not, but you do, you know, you become as one person. Two people come as one.
Did the thought ever occur to you that perhaps you'd like to meet someone else?
Yes. I was a bit scared at first.
Yeah.
But yes, absolutely. I think no one should be by themselves.
Yeah. And have you?
Over the years, but not at the moment.
And it's still an option that you consider? As
absolutely, but I'm getting on a bit.
What if I didn't have the camera and the microphone and I came here? You wouldn't talk to me, would you? Would you? If I just walked up and said hello?
I'd talk to you.
Not with that tie. No.
What's wrong with my tie? What's wrong with my tie? Not your...
It clashes with my jacket.
Okay, that's all right then. What? But now that I have your attention...
It's true, men. We talk about men. We don't fight the same men. We all have different tastes.
That's a good thing.
It is a good thing.
Yeah, because then we don't all go after the same guy.
Right. How do you do that in this modern age? How do you make it known to a guy that you're interested in?
Well, if you don't know that by now, sweetheart, then you shouldn't be asking us. I don't know.
No, I'm just asking on behalf of the viewers who might not know.
I see.
Has there been a change?
Unseen, do you want to answer the question?
I don't know. I normally need a few more glasses of champagne, and then maybe I just do the little wink or something like that.
I think a smile and a wink sets, does it all. A hair flick,
Yes.
a smile, a wink.
That's
Just
true.
like,
Cleavage,
you know,
goes straight.
Cleavage.
Revealing the outfit. No.
A hat, good props,
Oh, absolutely.
accessories.
Yes, indeed.
We're experimenting with the hats, aren't we?
Yeah.
I'm not sure if that's the winner yet.
Brief background, what do you do?
Marketing.
Marketing?
I'm a consultant.
Any particular area?
Service. Customer service.
Customer service?
I'm temping at the moment.
Commercial real estate.
So you have totally different interests in work. Is there one thing that you could name that kind of binds you together in
Men.
your friendship? Apart from men.
We work
No.
together.
Yeah, we both work at the same company.
But I mean in personality terms.
Not really, no.
I think we're all bitches and we love it. No, of course, I'm kidding.
I know you're kidding. I wouldn't believe that. What about your positive traits? You know each other's
We're all good
positive.
looking.
We can tell.
That's it. That's what ties us together.
Do you think?
We're not that shallow. That's not true.
You with?
We're not that shallow. That's not true.
I'll tell you what, we're not shy. That's probably a good thing.
You're not shy. You're not shallow,
I'm shy.
and you're
You're not shy.
loyal to each other. Would you say?
Always. It's very important, loyalty.
But are you honest with each other? Do you share, intimate secrets and things?
Unfortunately,
Most
yes.
best friends do.
Yes.
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 It hasn't been a good day.
Why do you think that is?
I don't know. It's the track's hard to tell because it's
Yeah.
been raining and it bogs the horses down, and not so many of them got form over the
Yeah.
heavy track, so it's hard to tell like that as well. So
Have you been looking?
up?
So you study the form?
Yeah, I do. There's about 15 of us. One of my friend's birthday. So so she organised a big day with a picnic outside. Unfortunately, the weather hasn't been too good, so we had to pull it in underneath the shelter of the grandstand.
Yeah,
But no, apart from that, it's been a nice day.
So
yeah.
these are friends that you
Yeah.
come with often?
Yeah, There's the usual group, all from university. So, I like to meet up every now and then, a bit of an occasion. I like to get dressed up and have a bit of fun, have a few beers, and check out the form.
And you still at uni?
Yes, still at university up at UTS Coringai.
What are you studying?
I'm doing business international studies, which is 5 years, and I'm going to Spain
Yeah.
as a part of that for a year in 2005. So.
What, you looking forward to that?
Oh, very much so. Just to learn the language and stuff.
Yeah.
And
What are you going to do in Spain?
just study at university, probably in Salamanca. And we have to do Spanish language and culture and the such. And
So international business.
Yeah, well, it's a double degree. It's a Bachelor of Business and a Bachelor of International Studies. So the business, I major in sports management and marketing, and the international studies, I major in Spanish.
And your family here?
Yeah, my family's here. My mum's from Ireland. She was at home convincing me not to come, but so you're still sick. No, I'll be all right. I'll be all right.
And your dad?
Yeah, no, he's at work today.
Is he a sport?
No, and he's an orthodontist.
Is he?
Yeah. So he's in at work today doing some files, etc. on the public holiday.
What do you regard them as role models? Do you look up to them?
My mother definitely.
Yeah.
My mother is my number one role model.
Yeah.
She raised me, and she's the one that always came to us when we were crying in the middle of the night, or she's the one I always go if there's a problem in my life. And yeah, and I love her to death. She's my number one, absolutely, no doubt about it.
You pick up the phone if you've got a problem?
Oh yeah. She's always there. She's always a shoulder to lean on.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, she's a very, very special lady.
And do you do things for her?
Yeah. Well, I try to. She always tells me I don't do enough for her, but I do my best. I mean, yeah, no, she's always there with a list of things for me to do. Without her, I don't know where I'd be.
Was she strict with you?
No. Always, she said she had a very strict mother who was always, very down on her and everywhere she went.
So she's...
Yeah, been really good to us. Yeah, no, one thing I always remember, she said she used to hate that her mum used to come into her room and go through her things and everything, and she said there's one thing she'd never do with us. She'd just give us our freedom and privacy, and no, she's very good. I've got an Irish passport because of mum, and I think I'd like to go and live in Ireland for a bit after that, get a job there, and so there's a year in Spain, and then just move to Ireland and just get a job in Dublin maybe, and just see what happens from now. I mean, that's it's a long way away, so it's hard to plan. But yeah, hopefully just get a job there somewhere, wherever it may be, and stay there a year, 2, whatever, and then definitely here in Sydney to live. I went to Sydney High, just across the road, and there's I think it's something like 73% non-English speaking background, so and they're all. That's where my friends lie.
And you haven't travelled before?
I have, yeah. No,
overseas?
Yeah, definitely, yeah. No, but a few times. I did an exchange in Year 10 to England for 4 months, where I went to school there. And
have you had anything that you've had to confront that's been difficult?
Oh, yeah. Certainly there's been lots of things in your life. There was, on the other side of the family, there's divorce, and while I was in England, my mother's mother died, which was fairly upsetting.
Yeah.
I mean, Mum had to come over from Ireland on her. Certainly won't forget that. I mean, that was pretty terrible. Like that mum's mum, she was obviously quite close with.
Do you have a brother or sister?
Yeah, I do. I've got an older brother and a younger sister.
You getting well with them?
I do. I'm the middle child, so I always claim middle child syndrome. But I do. They're great. They're really good. My brother's just got back from a year overseas where he had a ball. So I missed him plenty while he was away, and my little sister's just doing her HSC at the moment. So she's a good girl.
You help each other?
Yeah. I'd like to think so, yeah, certainly. Yeah, no, she's a good girl. She's working pretty hard, and hopefully she'll get where she wants. But, we're fairly close children. I mean, it's, we're not too far apart in age, and we all live under the one roof. And, there's never any major problems,
Well, when you get back, are you going to tell your mum about how you do at the races? Does she ask?
I tell her when I win. Apart from that, it was okay, Mum. Yeah, it was all right.
What brings you here today?
Well, to tell you the truth, I really don't know.
You don't know?
Maybe habit. We always come to the races.
Oh, do you?
Yes.
Always meaning?
Every meeting.
Every meeting?
Yes.
And you just come because you come?
If someone asks me why I come to the races, excitement, love of horses. You can go home winning a lot of money from bringing a small amount. Where else would you get all this excitement in one place?
Yeah, so you really
and
like
fashion?
it? Yeah. Do you, and you come, when you say we, do you come with friends?
My mother.
Oh, with your mum?
Yeah.
Right, and so you always come up with mum?
Yes.
And you sometimes go home winning?
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Do you?
Trifectas. I like trifectas.
Yeah. And how do you pick them by form?
No, I watch them parade and just the look of the horses.
Right. The look of the horse.
Yes.
You've been coming for a few years.
I was almost born here. Truly, no, I was. I've been coming here since I was a child.
So you know quite a bit about the horses, obviously.
Well, not so much statistics and that sort of thing. I just love the animal. I'm not a drinker and I'm not really into that sort of social scene. I'm just basically a horse lover.
You love horses?
Yeah.
What about the rest of the week? What do you do?
I look after stray dogs. So I guess you could say I'm an animal person.
Yes.
Yes, I run an Oak Hill pound in Burwood. And we find homes for all the animals there. So
is that with your mum?
Pardon?
Do you do that with your mum too?
No, just me.
Just you.
Yeah.
And what put you into that?
Love of dogs.
So how's it going today?
Well, so far, bet on 2 races, 1 on 1, lost on 1, so losing a little bit.
Is that par for the course?
Very much so. Yeah, up and down.
How often do you come?
Every week, every race meeting.
Every race meeting?
Yeah.
And do you do it just as a hobby? As a
combination of hobby and professionalism, Having said that, I'm not a professional gambler. So.
You're not, So you work here in some...
Yes,
What do you do?
I work for a bookmaker.
Doing...
various
is there a
things.
title for the job?
Bookmaker's clerk.
All right.
Yeah.
Is it a full-time job?
Full-time insofar as there's 2 race meetings a week, so it's opportunity of working 2 days, but that's about all.
Right. And do you do anything else?
Yeah, I do a few other things outside the races.
Right. What sort of things? Not race related?
No, I'm actually a personal trainer.
All right.
In one aspect, and various other credentials in other industries that I've had as past careers.
How did you get into this?
My father's been doing it for many years. I, for lack of a better expression, grew up on a racetrack. And I've been working for bookmakers ever since I was 18, since I was legal.
And obviously you like it.
I enjoy the atmosphere.
Yeah.
I really enjoy the atmosphere, and there's a certain amount of camaraderie between the bookmakers' clerks and the bookmakers. It's a very cosy little arrangement sometimes.
And the other things that you do, like you say, you're a personal trainer, that's a very different, it's a totally different thing.
Yeah, well, that's more of a lifestyle choice.
Yes.
Just got sick of the corporate world. Got sick of dealing with snakes and sharks, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
And,
what were you doing?
I was working in the corporate world in marketing and sales in the finance industry at one point.
And you didn't like the people that you had to deal with?
Oh, it wasn't so much the people. Well, it was just the odd one or two that made it difficult. But again, it's the whole concept of what the industry was and everything like that. So, and I just wasn't enjoying my time there. So if you're not enjoying it, get out.
Do you have someone?
No, not at the moment. No.
So you're a pretty free agent?
At present, yeah.
But you haven't been?
No. There's been relationships in the past.
Would you like to have a long-term relationship? Is it something that you aspire to?
Oh, most certainly.
Yeah.
I think everyone does.
Yeah. But you don't have anyone now. How do you find someone? How do you meet someone?
Oh, gee, it's great difficulty. You've got to get out and about, that's for starters.
Well, you're out and about here.
Yeah, that doesn't count. That doesn't count. Yeah. And again, with personal training, sometimes you're starting at 6 in the morning and you're going until 8 or 9 at night, and having said that, you're having a snooze in the afternoon, so you're basically working when everyone else is socialising, so it's a bit difficult in that aspect.
So what's driving you? What are you doing all this for? Just to keep busy? Or do you have a plan?
Keep myself off the streets and out of trouble, for lack of a better expression again. That's about all. And again, you have to work and earn money and contribute to society in some form, so this is it. I've never let anything stop me from doing what I wanted to do. If I wanted to, again, become a personal trainer, I had to go and get accreditation, so I did that, or investigated what was required and went and did it. I've never had one career in mind throughout my life. I've always wanted to do certain things, and at various points in your life, it's convenient to do certain things. One thing before another, so having said that, I'm probably on about my 4th or 5th career at the moment.
But that, as long as you're doing what you like doing, that shouldn't matter, should it? I mean, you don't...
No, not at all. Exactly. You've got to be happy within yourself. I mean, there's no point in earning $150,000 a year and working 16 hours a day, kicking the cat when you come in the back door and not seeing your wife or child or children if you have them. That's exactly right. I mean, I couldn't think of a worse life. Couldn't think of anything worse.
What do you enjoy most? Work?
No. It's going to sound extremely corny, but I really enjoy helping other people, especially in the personal training situation. just little things like sore backs and sore knees. You know, a month after you start working with them, they'll tell you, oh, gee, the knee's nowhere sore as what it used to be, and the same with the back, or people who want to lose weight. And you're making a positive contribution to their life and their future, and they appreciate that 9 times out of 10.
You standing around doing nothing? We thought we'd talk to you.
Yeah,
Okay.
sure.
First, is it your first time here, or are you regulars?
It's my first time. She's a regular.
I'm a regular.
Yeah.
You dragged them along?
No, I just got a couple of friends together and I said, hey, we're going to the races on Monday.
What do you do?
I'm a technician. Yeah.
What kind of technician?
Marine technician.
Marine
So,
technician?
Yeah. So
What is that?
I'm actually in the Navy. So.
All right.
Yeah.
So what, big engines or?
More of an electrician. Yeah, but big engines and so it's not too bad. Yeah.
And is that something that you set out to do?
I've been in 7 years now, so always wanted to do it when I was at school, you know, and it's been pretty good.
In the Navy?
Yeah.
So you had a pretty specific goal.
Yeah. Oh no, had several goals and I've achieved them all now. So.
What are some of the other ones?
Travel, big one. Just invest in property, which I've done that.
What is it that drives you to make these, set these goals? Is it something that you got from your family, your father, your mother?
Yeah, I read a bit of it from my parents, Just they travelled a lot in the 60s and backpacked around Europe and just told us crazy stories, I guess, when we were kids, and just sort of want to experience those things. I can't sit down for 5 minutes. I've always got to be doing things.
What about you? Have you set goals? Do you set goals? Are you that sort of person?
Not consciously. I've done things I've wanted to do and totally forgot, that was a goal in my life and I've achieved them. I'm sort of in a limbo at the moment, work-wise. I haven't got new goals. Trying to decide whether it's just that, you don't know what you want to do, but you want to do something different. So,
what's your background? What's your ethnic background?
Ethnic background? I'm Indian. Came out to Australia from Bombay. Came out here when I was 3.5 with my family.
Right.
Yeah.
And your family came here to work? Was it work related?
No, my mother didn't want to live in India. She said, we're going to live somewhere but not in India. Yeah. So Dad had been to Australia and said, Australia. So no one can guess that I was born overseas. I'm so Aussie to most of my friends.
Yes. And do you feel good about that?
Love it. Love it. A lot of people I meet, they say, oh, you don't speak another language. And I go, no, happy to speak English, not worried that, I don't have a lot of Indian traditions. Just both my parents travelled a lot and extensively, and they're not very Indian. I don't think they're very Indian.
Right. Do you have a boyfriend in your life?
No.
What sort of man appeals to you? Is that something you'd like to do, perhaps? Is that a goal?
I'm turning 30 at the end of the month, and I'm probably going, I've got new goals, sort of relationship-wise.
New ones?
New ones.
Better ones?
Better ones. I think I'm improving. I'm sort of going, that doesn't work, or maybe I need to do that. I think I'd rather have a companion who's a really good friend that we both enjoy doing things with. All my male friends go, can you be a bit choosier, Can you be a bit choosier? I'm like, I'm trying.
So what happens? People come up to you and you meet them and they say, let's go out, and you say yes?
Yeah, I say yes.
Well, at least you're trying.
I'm trying. The way I look at it, you sort of don't pigeonhole people. I used to sort of date one type of guy, and then I gave up on that.
What was that? How did you decide what that type was?
Oh, I don't know. I kept running into a lot of finance boys. And that's now they're struck off my list. So was sporting people.
Right. So you have a list now?
No, I had a date recently, and he was an ex-professional kickboxer, and he sat there and he said, he says, you date more professional people. And I sat there and I thought, yes, I do. And I know why now.
Did you talk about it to your mum or your dad?
No, both my parents actually got married really older than what was expected in their family, and as far as they're concerned, my love life, personal life, that's my business. I have more people in society going, oh, you're not married, is it? Oh, you're not seeing anyone? I haven't dated anyone really. Like, the longest relationship I've had was 11 months, and that was 10 years ago. And now they're lucky they last longer than 2 weeks, 2.5 months.
So do you think that what you want to do business or career-wise, work-wise, is that more important? Is that something that's really...
It's at the moment equal because I know when I'm happy at work, everything else flows really well. So, I can't say I've ever been happy in love or had a great partner or boyfriend, and so I'm still looking.